Hi there, this is Doris Ojage, and today we're doing story time. So I was just browsing the internet and I saw this thing that really just got to me. Do you remember that story of, it's not a story, like it happened. Do you remember the incident of the girl Petra from Biaka? Yeah, I think she went to Biaka. I was getting married, her fiance came back from abroad and they came to DOUALA to do their wedding shopping, and we're going, and the wedding was like, I think that's the week or next week, and they got an accident on their way back to Moya and she died. Yeah, and everybody was blaming the father. Yeah, the father, blah blah blah, because it was backstory that it was the father was angry because the man did not pay the bride price to him. He paid the bride price to the mother's side. It's a whole big deal. In fact, long story. You know, it's really important this way when you pay the bride price to. So there was really that long story behind that, and people were like speculating that how can she just die like that? You know, we just jump right to witchcraft. Somebody was wishing her bad and everything like that, and everybody was shocked. Like that story, I really like cried. I was like, wait, I don't even know this girl. I don't, but the circumstances, I was just like, where one necessarily finished so soon. Like she had her whole life ahead of her. She had her whole life ahead of her. She had just finished her education. She was in a place of life where she could stand and start building her own life in her own way. And then she just died. She just died like that. So I was just so perplexed when I read that story, and I was all through whenever I was seeing online, I was just skipping the post when they come online to my feed. I was just skipping the post because I don't want to get emotional about things like that. I really don't want to get emotional about things like that, because it was around that same period where that girl, where the mother and two children, and the mother was pregnant, was knocked down by one scammer in Boya, and they all died. So it was, and there was just too much sadness in the internet, and I was just skipping that thing. But lately, I've seen a post on Facebook, and people are commenting. It turns out this Petra, the fiance, is getting married. Yes, so it's been like, if it's 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, yes, it's still 2 months, 3 months. But it tells that this fiance is getting married to Petra's best friend. Yep. I know I'm not really the relationship type. I don't want to dabble, but let's dabble. If we want to do this, we'll talk about it now. We are all in relationship somehow, so let's see, what do you think you will do if that happens? Anyway, what will you do? Petra is there, and that was one of the comments I saw in the comment section, and one person was saying that Petra is dead and gone. There's nothing that she can do about it. There's nothing that we can do about it. We are just looking. So we wish them love. That's we wish the fiance and the Petra's best friend love. Let them get married and do what they want to do. And some other people were like, no, this is so evil. Some people even went as far as accusing Petra's friends for Petra's death. Like, they were really saying that. People are out there saying that that friend, that best friend of Petra, who is now getting married to the fiance, is the one who killed her. like outright accusation. We're not joking here in this country. So that's what's happening right now, and I was like, God, what is really happening? And I was just like, how do I look at it? How do we look at it? Like, what if like I was Petra's best friend? Would I marry Petra's fiance after 3 months of her death? And there was even this comment that also caught my attention, and the person was about okay, so if my fiance dies and I would like to get married to somebody that is like my fiance, that she would like to get married to somebody that is like his fiance. So whether it is a sister or it is a best friend, at least if somebody is your best friend, that people have similarities. So getting married to that person will mean that you're getting married to somebody of a character trait that is close in that area. So the person was like justifying that it's okay, you can get married to Petra's best friend because you will eventually get married in the near future. So why not get married to Petra's best friend? At least in that area now, you are now like, okay, I'm getting married to the same kind of person. Since they were best friends, they must have gotten along somehow. That was his own line of thought, and everybody was like crucifying him, killer, men, evil people. It was so fun. When you look at it, you laugh, and then you kind of like cry and everything. I'm sweating so much. Voila, is hot. You will not believe that thing. Anyway, outside, that's an outside. So back on this thing, and I was like, okay, let me take it back to me, because I really had to reflect. I was like, okay, you, Doris, what if your best friend's fiance dies? And no, normally you are in that close level. Maybe she was kind of like the chief bridesmaid and they were planning things together, or maybe she was even in that car when they died. You know, I'm sure they're kind of close, best friend kind of things now. So they're kind of close. So the person like, she was kind of like maybe from consoling the man for his loss to falling in love and things like that. And I remember one movie I watched one time, Magic Michelle, yeah, I think it had a similar thing, but at least it's almost 1.5 years. I know the funniest part, it turns out his wife was not even dead. She came back after 2 years. when he had already got married to the best friend, and the best friend was pregnant. So it just took me back to that movie, and I was just like, what if Petra comes back? What if Petra is my best friend and I do that, and Petra comes back? What if Petra is actually dead? Yes, like how Petra is actually dead now and buried in our own real life case. Let's what about the movie? That's something that you would do to a friend. And if you do that to a friend, will you be saying that? Will you say that you are doing it out of love? Because there was a comment that somebody made there, and that person was like, Petra's friend is doing Petra a favor. That Petra is happy in her grave because she is now observing that her two best friends are happy. That's the fiance, which was her best friend, and then the best friend, which was the female best friend. They are not happy together. That she will be happy with that outcome. And I was like, these two people will be happy instead. How is this even possible? How are these two people going to be happy? I was like, no, it does not make sense. But even if it does make sense and all, we still need to understand that there is this thing that we're doing in Africa, in Cameroon, this stigmatization that there's this stigma, and this people always talking. Even if Petra did not die and the Petra and the fiance just broke up, people will still talk. Petra died and the fiance, people will still talk. See, that just some things that you don't just be about there, like just let it go, because that the comments on Facebook is like the funny thing is, the person who made this post online and people who are making this post online, nobody is saying facts like the fiance of the late Petra is actually getting married to the best friend. No, people are saying that they hate that, and then the way people are just condemning it, and people are just giving their own opinion. It is just like crazy. It is just really crazy. Because there's this one person who commented and was like, men has come, you know, the normal men has come kind of comments. That so there were a lot of people in that domain. There were people for the fact that Petra is dead, and if Petra and the girl that wants to marry her fiance now were really good friends, the Petra will be happy in her grave for the two of them. That the late fiance that she left her fiance, now the fiance has found someone that will be his life partner, so Petra will be happy for them. And some were for the best friend, that the best friend has done something good, and she has stepped in and to carry Petra's name. Like, I don't understand. She's carrying Petra's name. It's not like Petra left a child, or Petra left her egg frozen somewhere that she's taking. She will now take and then now fertilize with the fiance's sperm. I don't understand. But what about you? What do you think? What would you do if you are Petra's best friend and that fiance is actually showing signs and wanting to marry you? What will you do? Because normally these things don't just happen like no. They take time. It means it's something that's been building up. Like maybe the man is just being practical. Like he has paid his money for his hall. He has invited his friends. He was supposed to go from abroad. Surely his friends came from abroad. They were still just hanging around these 3 months. He just wants to get married and get it over with. Do you think about that? He just wants to get married and get it over with. Maybe he's a businessman, he's an entrepreneur. He has calculated his losses and profits. And he has already rented the hall. He has already paid for things. Maybe he has pushed it for the first month, pushed it for the second month, the third month. He just wants to get married and go back and move on with his life. You know, have you considered the psychological trauma that guy is going through? Maybe he's just trying, he's looking for a way to help himself and, try to go on with life. But what will you do if you are in that case? If you are the man, that's the fiance, or you are Petra's best friend, and this kind of thing come up, what will you do? Like, I don't really know. What do I mean by I don't know? There's some things you don't do. There's some things you don't do. And some things you don't do, as well as there are some questions you don't ask. Okay? You just leave them go. You just let them go. But I'm really, really, really open to hearing from you. What do you think? What do you think about this situation? Because her death, when Petra died, everybody was just like, you don't even know the girl, but her death was just so tragic that it really brought a lot of social media to the effect of that. And everybody was blaming the fact that now they are blaming Petra's death and Petra getting killed. My God. So what do you think? Let me know what you think and say in the comment section. Alright. So that's it for story time today. Bye. Talk to you later.